Pokemon! Palworld. Wait, is it both? If you haven't been living under a rock, you know that Palworld is one of the most controversial titles to hit shelves recently. Is it a survival crafting simulator? Is it a pocket monster adventure? Is it an animal slave labor simulator? Is it all of these things and more? Watch on and find out. My name is Thoraxe, and this is Strategy for Busy People. If you've got a few minutes, I'll tell you what to play. I have a love of survival crafting simulators, so you know that I was going to take a swing at Palworld by Pocket Pear Inc. I put nearly 9 hours into this thing, and to tell you the truth, I'm not really sure what I've come away with. As is the case with most survival crafting sims, you start out in some unknown place, not knowing which end is up, and you have to figure out how to not die. Usually this seems simple enough on the surface, but inevitably, the devil is in the details. Within the survival crafting genre, there really is a broad spectrum of realism. You have stuff that barely qualifies where you'll probably never die, up to insanely hardcore things where a stubbed toe can result in gangrene and then you find yourself having to self-amputate a limb and hobble around until you get enough technology to craft a cyber leg. I'm only partly joking. Palworld seems to struggle to commit to any particular end of the spectrum. Certain aspects of the game are pretty easy and simple. You have to eat, and your little pals have to eat, but it's really not that hard to keep everyone satisfied. But then you get into the nuance of the slavery, the job system, and suddenly there's all kinds of technical depth here. Let's take a moment to talk about those forced labor camps. Your base. If you've ever seen anything about Pokemon, you know that Palworld is a total ripoff, not anything at all like Pokemon at all. The fact that in Palworld you capture pals in little balls and then use them to fight is entirely coincidental. The fact that they look a lot like Pokemon is also totally by accident. But all of that being said, beating up creatures and trapping them in your various sized balls is a critical part of the game. Let's face it, you are pathetic. But your pals have many special powers that you can use to fight. But we were supposed to be talking about the base. So, when you first build your base, it comes with some kind of pal prison, storage. You can keep lots and lots of pals in this prison. Storage! Like any other survival crafting game, you collect resources, like rocks, and then build things with those resources. Unlike other survival crafting games, your indentured servants, pals, are suggested to labor at these various workstations. Each pal has a unique set of labor-related skills, like watering, that may be required for a specific workstation. For example, if you want to make paldium a special rock, it can be refined from other rocks, but only at a particular workstation, and that workstation must be operated by a pal prisoner, a pensioner, whatever. Much like any good survival crafting game, the level of complexity of the crafting increases. Unlike many survival crafting games, your shelter and its decorations are mostly just that, decorative, and don't serve much functional purpose. Oh, and like any good survival crafting game, walking through your campfire will set you on fire. And your pals, too, but they don't really seem to mind? The particularly unique thing about Palworld is that there are guns. Except it seems like only your pals get to wield the guns. There is a special PAL-related violence crafting station called the Gear Station, where you can arm your furry/scaly/slimy/whatever slaves. Friends. It's not the only survival game with guns, but I think it's the only one where literal chimps get machine guns. Oh, but you have to have caught enough chimps with your balls so that you can learn the special chimpy assault rifle skill, or whatever. There is some weird backstory about some gangs that roam the islands who stole someone's lunch money or whatever, and ultimately you have to kill this big, mean electric cat and punk-dressed girl to save the day. But the tutorial runs out of steam pretty abruptly and just leaves you with this ominous "arm your friends and defeat them" message, and you really don't know how much you have to put into training and gearing up before you can do anything about it. Newsflash, it probably takes a lot more hours before you're ready. There are caves, like most good survival games, and you have to do a lot of roaming around and exploring. You do get to discover some fast travel locations, which can make getting around easier. The drawback, though, is that fast traveling means you reduce your opportunity to encounter new laborers, pals, in your travels. Littered around the island, in addition to regular creatures, are some boss-level creatures that you may or may not wish to engage early. It seems like you can capture some of these boss-level creatures with your balls and turn them into prisoners, pals, and use their skills. I'm not sure. Before I give my final verdict, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share with your friends. Agree with me? Disagree with me? Or want to see other content? Let me know in the comments below. Want to try this game yourself? Check out my humble affiliate link below. And if you want to support me in making more of these videos, become a patron on Patreon. Your support really makes a difference. The final verdict. This game is pretty bizarre, but also kind of fun. There is a pretty decent amount of strategic depth to it, but there is also a lot of aimless wandering around trying to find something or another. Then again, that's kind of the way most survival crafting games work. I like a little clearer direction in regards to finding stuff, but there are plenty of wikis out there to help, and I didn't feel the need to constantly search them for help or information, unlike some other titles I might be reviewing. On my trademarked 3-point score scale of avoid, meh, and I forgot to eat, I put nearly 9 hours into this game, capturing creatures with my magical-ish balls and trying to keep a roof over everyone's head. That's a lie. My pal prisoners didn't get roofs, just beds out in the open, and they didn't seem to mind. I enjoyed my time as overseer, but hey, sometimes you just need to butcher a pal for some meat. Because what good are gun-toting friends if you can't eat them? Yes, there is a butcher knife in the game, and just so you know, there's also a note that butchering a pal means it will be removed from the pal prison. I'm not sure if that's an upgrade? Did I mention that this game is bizarre?